You guys are expecting like a big mountain view or something? Not today. Today we're in Hinton. Okay, there might be mountains out here. Checking. Maybe in way over there. Just yonder of these trees. It's very cold out. Wow. Ooh. Yeah. I just got here yesterday. I needed to get some laundry done. I also need groceries and to dump the tanks. So we're gonna go do all that today. But also realized it's been now 2 years since I moved into the truck camper full time. By 2 years, I mean I sold the house and hopped into the truck camper and started living, well, just about anywhere. So I thought we'd talk about it today. So yeah, 2 years. Moved into the truck camper and kind of just never looked back. Of course, at that time when I moved into it, I was not traveling full time yet. That was not until another, I believe, like 8 months. So I was in my small town dealing with -40, and boy, oh boy, was that an experience. I think a lot has changed even in just the last year, because I did make a video about this after 1 year, but in the last year, I definitely think a lot has changed. Number one being, like, I used to have, not shame in living this lifestyle, but I used to always feel different about it. And I think everyone in their first year with it, after living in a house for like 30 years, you kind of get into this and it is very different. You're running around and you're finding places to sleep. Like, not a lot of people can relate with you on that. So there isn't a lot of times that you're like talking to your friends, yeah, yeah, I had a hard time trying to find a place to sleep and stuff. Yeah. Like, no one really gets it. So this year, I think the fact that I've met other people doing this and they kind of get it, and you're able to talk to them and they know the struggles and stuff, and like, yeah, I can't do that. Like, my friends, Matt and Zoe, like getting to talk to them and like meet other people that did this lifestyle, and they just get it. Like, they know the struggles, like trying to find water and stuff like that, or trying to find a dump station, needing to charge batteries because you're running out of power from running your Starlink all the time, and also complaining about the price of Starlink. Like, just things like that, you know? And we're like, coworkers and people at work were just asking me like, oh, how long are you going to do this for? And like, are you still okay? It's getting pretty cold out. I don't know. And you're kind of like, yeah, I'm fine. And I think a lot of times people just kind of look at you and are like, why are you doing this? And you don't have to do this. And I honestly, I don't know. Sometimes it felt like I was questioning it too, because I was asked it. And that's what kind of made me kind of feel uncomfortable about it. But now it's like, no one asked me why. I have a great following, which is you guys, and none of you really ask me why I do this. You all know why I do this. I'm out here and I'm just trying to enjoy life and snowboard more, mountain bike, enjoy nature, my newest passion, which is YouTube, and show you guys everything along the way, and just have some good times in my cozy home. I think a lot of times people talk about like community and feeling like you have a lack of it when you're doing this. And I get how some people could feel that, but in my little small town, I felt very alone too. So I never really felt like I had community there. I felt like I had friends, but never like, I don't know, I just didn't see them that often, and that's partially my fault, but also it just, I don't think the whole house thing was my thing at the time. And the fact too, it was just a house, and I always felt like it held me back from actually getting to do the things that I loved. Being able to travel full time and do what I love and get to share it with you guys, and having you guys watch the videos, and basically that's the reason this is all possible, is because of you guys watching the videos and being able to actually make a living off of YouTube. I couldn't have done it without all of you guys, so thank you all for being here. I truly appreciate every last one of you. Now with that being said, let's get this place cleaned up a little bit. We're gonna go on a little walk over to Canadian Tire, and I'm gonna pick up a new toy because it's on sale. I spent most of this morning, well, filming a video, which is this one, but it didn't work out and I didn't like how it turned out. And then I also spent it editing for Wednesday's video. You guys are wondering, like, how am I able to do this with only like 35,000 subscribers? Because you don't make a lot off of YouTube, but if you put out more content, you tend to be able to make more. So I actually work a lot. Basically 7 days a week, I do not have that much time to myself. I'm usually doing something to do with YouTube, always. Either I'm filming something, planning something, or I'm editing. I try to do a schedule for editing because usually it takes me about a day to edit a video. So I'll do usually Mondays and Thursdays to edit a video, and then every other day I'm trying to film. If life's good, I got about 2 weeks worth of content ready to go, and then I might be able to slow down a little bit, but as soon as I slow down, I have to speed up again. So if I can keep a balance after and film 2 videos a week, life's good, but I'm still working probably 6 days a week, and maybe one of those days I might actually get time to myself. But even on that day off, I'm still thinking of YouTube, and yeah, I love it, but it is a lot of work. So anyone thinking about getting into this, it is a lot of work. And I could just go and start doing more brand deals and stuff and bring it down to 1 video a week. But I tried to do 1 video a week, and I just felt like, I don't know, I really enjoy making videos. So if I only do 1 video a week, then I'm gonna end up with like 2 months worth of videos like lined up, ready to go in like no time. So I actually like doing 2 videos a week. It's a lot of fun, and it helps actually grow the channel quite a bit. So in my experience anyways. All right, and you might be wondering why we're gonna walk over there. Well, I honestly don't know. I kind of just want to get a walk in. So I think that's one thing with this lifestyle that I really don't like, is the fact I feel like let me explain. I used to go to the gym every morning at 4 a.m., do an 1.5-hour workout, and after work I would go for a walk or a run, and that was like my daily routine for, oh geez, just about 6 years. And then I moved into the truck camper, continued that, and then once I hit the road, that kind of all went out the window. And now it's like I even struggle to get 10,000 steps in a day. So if I can get outside and go for a walk, I'm gonna do it. So that's what we're gonna go do. I'll admit, it's definitely not the warmest day for a walk, but it's also not horribly cold. Good. Oh. Yeah, the Fresno Bros isn't bad to stay at in Hinton. They actually have RV parking. It's kind of nice when you're just trying to get stuff done. They must have got one heck of a storm over here, because like there is snow everywhere. Like all the other places I drove from, like Prince George even doesn't even have snow like this. It's so weird. Oh, look at the mountains. Just way out there, you can see them. That's a better view. Oh wow. Spoiler alert, that's where I'm driving tomorrow. I did drive through there, but yeah, I gotta go back through it again. That'll be fun. Lots of stuff to check out in there. Now that Canadian Tire has a nice backdrop. Wow. We made it. Oh man, I could use a new one of these. Not this time. Gotta focus. Oh, I swear if it all sold. Nope, they're right there. That's the ones. No, I just need to find someone. All right, we got it. DeWalt. Can you read it? Probably not. It's a DeWalt Impact because I don't know how many times I've had to remove the tires. I don't have an impact gun, so this will be nice. This will be really handy actually. I've been wanting one of these since my dad got one and I seen how well it worked and I was like, yeah, I want one. Milwaukee guys will tell you it's no good, but you know what? Whatever. Good walk. Very small. We'll have to go for another, but it was a good walk. Oh man. Cool. Oh yeah. Very happy now. We have to go get some propane. I gotta fill one of the tanks. That's the one thing about Hinton is there's nowhere that charges by the pound. It's all by the tank, which is highway robbery. So I usually just let one tank run out and then go from there. So yeah, we'll go do that, get that tank filled. And I also need to go and get some groceries. So we're ready for the road. I don't really want to buy groceries in Jasper because that's where I'm heading to tomorrow. Like I said, going to those mountains, so that's where Jasper is. And we're gonna head over there and check that out. But that'll be in the next video because we're talking about something different in this video. Yeah, living in the truck camper, it's been probably one of the best decisions I ever made. It's just opened up so many opportunities, stuff that I never even thought would get opened up. My life has changed from this. Like, absolutely, like 180 degrees just changed. Like flipped upside down. For the better, not flipped upside down for the worse, like for the better. It's just, I don't know. I didn't think this would have so much of an effect on it, but it really did. And like, I feel like my quality of life, as much as people might look at this and be like, oh, that's not a great quality of life, but in all honesty, like just my quality of life is like way up. This is just so much better. I don't know. I owe so much to this lifestyle. And now that does bring up some stuff that I think might have to change in the future. Probably some stuff that people don't really think that I would want to change, but it's just been on my mind a little bit. First thing being probably the truck. I love this truck, everything about it, except one thing. I need a back seat. It would be really, really nice if I could have the ability to store stuff in a back seat. One would be the mountain bike indoors, not getting destroyed and not in the eyes of thieves all the time. So that's something that goes through my mind a lot. I don't think I'd buy a different year of truck. I think I'd buy the same year again. And I'd probably actually swap a lot of the parts over from this truck onto a 3500 crew cab with a long box. Because believe it or not, actually the axles on this truck are the same as the 3500. Same with the brakes, same with everything else. The only difference would be the 3500 with the long box and everything would have leaf springs with upper overloads and lower overloads, which is probably something I should have because this is a heavy girl. So now, all in all, after I swapped out the springs on this thing handles it great. I love it. But just having that extra space in the cab would be really nice. Maybe power windows? Nah, that's something you don't need. That's just another thing to break. The worst part is I don't think I have enough room for this drill. Not in my bag here. Uh-oh. Huh. Nah, I'm gonna have to figure something out for that. Okay, I'll just put it back here for now. Yeah, I have this DeWalt bag. It holds just tools that I often need. So I'll just leave them in here, but yeah, I can't fit any more stuff in there. It's already to capacity, so it'll just have to live over here for now. Don't really want to leave those in the truck because if anything, the truck will get broken into and then that stuff will get stolen, and I don't want that. Hopefully no one breaks into the camper, because that would really suck. I don't think I ever, that's something too, talking with people and they're wondering if like I have insurance for everything. Yes, I do. I had to go through a specialty insurance company out of Alberta that would actually insure full-timers in RVs. So when I did that, I ended up putting, it's a pretty high deductible, but it also covers everything in the camper. So yeah, my contents, I'm covered. And then actually my bike is under a specialty insurance too, that's completely separate, that it's covered when it's sitting on the back of the camper. So that's good. And then the truck is on its own insurance too. Yes, if you're thinking that your truck camper is covered as cargo on there, I would really, really make sure you get that in writing. Because holy, if something happens, yeah, I would double check that, because my camper was not covered under cargo, ever. It was always a separate insurance. Okay, let's go get that propane. Man, these clouds are rolling in. I wonder if we're gonna get a storm tonight. That's the red and yellow store. Yeah, that's not orange, that's yellow. And red. Red and yellow. Hello. Just propane.
Okay, meet you down the propane tank.
Okay. Uh-oh, can I get it? Yeah, there we go. That's done with. Now we just need to... groceries? Is that it? I think. I guess we'll see. I feel like a lot of people probably getting into this lifestyle are kind of wondering how much this costs, and is it going to end up being more than your house? And that is completely up to you. There's some people that will basically go drop like $200,000, $300,000 on a rig, and they're completely fine with that because they want the luxuries of it. But that's not cheap van life or truck camper living, if you ask me. Jeez, these roads are horrible. Cheap truck camper living, I would say, well, it can be whatever you want it to be, really. There's people out there that are living a $1,500 truck camper with a $5,000 truck. Like, no. There's people out there living in like a minivan and doing this lifestyle, and they're happier than anything. Like, it's all what you want out of it, really. For me, I couldn't do it that cheap. I know my limits, and if I don't have a bathroom or even a way to just shower inside whenever I need to, I don't think I could do it. I might get some judgment about that, saying, oh, well, you're not really roughing it then. I'm not roughing it. And I let you guys know that. I am living a truck camper life of luxury, and I am 110% proud of it. That is absolutely the best way for me to live this, is basically just to have all the comforts. Like, I just went out and I bought a 27-inch monitor for a TV because I wanted 4K. Because one of the things I actually miss about living in a house is having a big TV. To be honest, I miss having a big home theater and everything like that. I was quite the person that loved my audio and everything, and like watching movies, but that was something I sacrificed for the longest time, and I was able to figure out that I could just throw a 4K monitor in there and that works just as good as a big screen TV. It feels huge in there, so I think it's awesome. Something crazy too is like, when I first got Starlink, I was kind of like, I don't know, mad at myself a little bit, because I wouldn't say mad, but I was a little disappointed in myself, because I'm like, what, now you're gonna be out in these remote places and what, you can still, you're still connected because you have internet everywhere now. Now I kind of look at it differently. I live in this thing, I work online. Having Starlink gives me the ability to stay out at those places for longer. And not to mention, I do this solo. There's the safety aspect of Starlink, and that's partially it, but also I have went to those deep dark places in my mind. I have visited them and I'm very okay with them, but I also don't like to go there every single time I'm out in the backcountry trying to enjoy myself. Sometimes I'm sitting there and I just get a little bored, and that's okay. It happens to all of us, and I really like having Starlink now for that reason. Do I like the price of Starlink? No, I definitely do not. It is very expensive. And last year I was actually, when it was winter time, I was in places where I wasn't really super remote and I always had cell service. So I actually just canceled it for probably a good 3 months of the year, and that was pretty awesome. They have like a low usage one now where it's still like 15 bucks a month, but that's better than 200. So I won't complain there, but yeah. Speaking of expensive, let's get some fuel. That's a slippery surface of diesel. Fuel and truck maintenance. That's another thing. Truck maintenance and fuel, I can never ever tell you guys that what an actual price is going to be. Some months I spend $500, some months I spend $1,200 on fuel. It's crazy. The average person though, if you're just exploring one area and you had this rig, you would probably only spend maybe, I don't know, maybe 200 bucks in the month. If you were staying in one area and exploring that area, if you plan like having to get there and everything and you're only staying there for a month, I'd say about 500 maybe. Where like lately going up north, that was probably about $800 in just fuel just for that trip to get back here. So that wasn't cheap. And then maintenance, that's the other thing. This truck's older and it just hit that 200,000 kilometer threshold. So now a bunch of stuff kind of starts coming up that needs to be done. So I'm kind of waiting at this point for a few other things, but yeah. All in all, the truck is 100% being upkept and it's pretty good. I basically don't hold off on anything. I just do it when it needs to be done. That's the simplest way to actually keep your rig working 100%, is just to fix it whenever you have to. Don't hum and haw over it, just do it. $127 for 81 liters. 86 liters, my bad. I feel like diesel went up in price. For a while there I was paying like $1.30, now it's like $1.40. Just weird, isn't it? Like summer it was all cheap and now it's getting to winter. They switched the fuel and now it's more expensive. And winter fuel is supposed to be cheaper because it's a crappier fuel. Anyways, I remembered what else I need to do. I need to go dump the tanks and fill the water. Strategically, I took a shower this morning. Usually in the truck camper, you have pretty quick showers to try to conserve water, but when you're gonna fill water and everything, you have a good shower. Use all 6 gallons of that hot water. And their dump station's still open. Like, how awesome is that? I stopped by to check if they still had water yesterday, but I'm still gonna check again because I don't know, I always worry that they're gonna turn it off on me or something. Do we get to do the water dance? Yeah! All right, I'm gonna dump the tanks. I'll talk to you guys in a minute. That definitely took a little bit longer. I ended up flushing the black tank. I filled it with water and then drained it again. It's good to do that once in a while, just to try to get it, yeah. Should actually throw a bag of ice in there and then go drive around a bit, then flush it, but it's fine. Oh, there we go. All right, groceries and then we're done. So I just finished up my grocery shopping and turns out we can just stay the night right here. That's fine by me. Now I have nowhere to drive to. Perfect. Just stay right here. You know, I love the convenience of this ladder, but I need this extended out. The porch is just too short. Like, honestly, if it was out about another foot right here, it'd be fine because then I could stand up there and open the door. But I'm also thinking about some way to just get stairs so they just come out. I just don't want anything that touches the ground because it makes it a pain for when you're trying to level it. Like, on perfectly level ground, which almost never happens, it's great having like scissor steps come to the ground. But as soon as it's like, I don't know, it can be an extra foot of height in the back, and then you're not actually able to have like your stairs be at a normal angle. They'll be like super steep or something, and I just don't like that. If you want to know what kind of porch I want and everything, I'm basically just looking to get someone to build the Northern Light porch and put it on the back of this thing. That would be ideally the best porch option for this thing. Absolutely, positively. You know, Northern Light, if you're watching this, could you just email me and tell me if it actually would fit? Better yet, just send me one. That would be really great. Yeah, I wish. Most wonderful time of the year. Mandarin oranges are out. The only thing with them is I always feel like they're a gamble. Either you're going to get a really good batch or you're not. It's always like a toss-up, I feel like. We're going to make something fun. I'm gonna make shepherd's pie. Boil some potatoes first. I got 5 potatoes in there. I think that's enough. I think it's more than enough, but I gotta get rid of these potatoes because they're gonna start growing soon. Next thing we need is something for the beef. I'm not sure about the frozen vegetables, but I'm just gonna start cooking them. All 3 burners are going right now. If you're into this lifestyle and you also like cooking, do yourself a favor, get an oven and a stove, and don't feel bad about it. Having the oven and the stove are absolutely game changing. Even if I was in a van, I would prioritize this like 100%. I sometimes get people asking me if I'm like thinking about upgrading or going to a bigger camper or anything. No. I've not that I haven't looked. I've looked at other campers and everything, but the truck's the limit. Anything bigger than this, I'd need a dually. And the only other camper I can think of wanting is like a 2026 Northern Light 10.2. To be honest, just this camper with the better windows. These windows are great, but to have something like like the new Northern Lights have, where it has like the nice shade and everything closes and all that, those are like top-notch, awesome windows. I absolutely love that about those. I don't even know if you could get these old 10-2000s with that type of window. I've been looking and I haven't seen one. If I could, that would be... No one's selling them because they're awesome and they're just about perfect, I guess. When you start looking and you want something that's lighter, has good tank sizes, and a lot of space, this one really checks all the boxes. I don't know, even like the Bigfoot 10.6 that I looked at, I've looked at those and everything, and the layout just is what gets me. They have nice tank sizes, but my gray tank is bigger. And having like the bigger gray tank and being able to just like, I can use as much water as I want, I'll never fill that gray tank. Unless I'm like aimlessly gonna start dumping water down from other sources than the actual camper. But I could shower all I want and everything, and if I run out of water, my gray tank is still not full. This is definitely done, but the potatoes are going to take a little bit. I'm one of those weirdos that leaves the skin on, mostly because I just don't want to peel them. I don't mind the skin. Should probably use a fancy glass pan or something, but I don't have one of those, so we're just gonna use one of these. Oh, this will work great anyways. Potatoes are almost done, I think. They're getting there. I should have bought a potato masher. Would make life a lot easier, but I don't mash potatoes very often, and this seems to be working pretty good. Alright, let's load this thing up. Ooh. You know what? I think this might actually be like a perfect amount of potatoes. I knew what I was doing. See? I'm gonna say right now, I've never actually made shepherd's pie. So this is kind of fun. Put that in the oven for 25 minutes. We need a little cheese on top. Whatever. I don't care. I wasn't gonna do it, but the recipe doesn't call for it. But I think this could add a little bit of zing to it. Just a dabble. Hey Siri. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Is it really that hard? I had to ask her 3 times. Okay, let's see how it's coming along. It's been 25 minutes now. Don't burn myself. It's not quite there yet. It's supposed to be brown up top. It's starting. You can see it like right there. It's starting to brown, but it's going to take a little bit longer. The thing with this oven is there's no top burner, so it can't actually shoot heat down at it. Yeah, so you don't actually get like that roasting. I don't know if it'll actually brown. We'll leave it in there for another 5 minutes, I think. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes. Okay, I no longer care. It has to be done now. It's not golden brown on the top, but it looks pretty good yet. Oh, for the fun part, scoop this thing out of here. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. This isn't going to come out nice. Whether it's a shepherd, I don't know. But it's some sort of pie. It's definitely a hot pie. Like, I don't think I've made something this good in a long time. So to kind of end this video, I just want to say I'm really excited for the future. I have no interest in stopping this lifestyle, and I can't wait to see where else it takes me. Like, honestly, if it's taken me this far and on all these adventures now, I can't imagine where else I'm gonna end up. This has been so unreal. And I want to thank every last one of you for being here, and you guys commenting on the videos and saying such kind things and everything. Like, it means so much. In the early days of doing YouTube, I didn't know if I could keep going because there was a lot of ups and downs, and you guys kept commenting saying keep going, and here we are now. Here's to starting year 3 living in a truck camper. That is just unreal to think. 3 years. I can't wait till I get to make this video again for you guys. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to take you with me on the next one. Later, guys.